What's up, guys? It's Dan from Book It Picks. Today we're bringing you some fantasy showdown lineups. We got two of them. This is for the Steelers and Bills games. When I built these, I had essentially two theories that I had in mind. Um, Very simple theories. Either is Josh Allen a scrub or is Josh Allen nice? We don't know, so I created two different lineups corresponding to whether or not he's nice or not, whether he's a scrub or not. So this right here in front of you is the Josh Allen is a scrub lineup. Obviously, Josh Allen isn't in this lineup. Instead, we have James Conner at the captain position because in the in this version of the lineup, the Bills are essentially unable to score. So with this theory, the Steelers are essentially going to demolish them. So James Conner is likely going to see a large workload. So on the flip side, though, for the Bills, the only Bills player we have on here is Stephon Diggs. So they're going to be down, obviously. Josh Allen, well, he's going to have a pretty bad game, but I can still see Diggs putting up a pretty good game. So, yeah, that's our. He's going to be our only guy from the Bills on in this lineup. We have Big Ben and Deontay Johnson. This is to cover any touchdowns, passing touchdowns. Hopefully, Big Ben could always hit someone else, but we're going to go with Deontay Johnson just because he's the best receiving player on that roster that we can afford. Actually, he's just the best overall, whether or not we can afford him or not. But in this lineup, we can afford him, so that doesn't really matter. And we got Benny Snell in this. Just to cover up whatever touches Connor doesn't get, Snell just gets them. So we're gonna play them both. Snell should get some carries in this game. Then we have the Steelers defense because Josh Allen is a scrub in this lineup. So this will help us cover any sacks, any turnovers that he has, which is so this is all pretty much pretty correlated. For this lineup, you're left with $2,600 if you want to mess around with this, which go ahead you can do. What's up, guys? This is the Josh Allen is a stud lineup. Almost said scrub. That was the last lineup we just did. In this lineup, we got Allen, Diggs, and Tyler Bass. Tyler Bass, the kicker. Um, we didn't go heavy Buffalo here. Still wanted to play some Pittsburgh in this lineup, and the reason is because I think it's highly unlikely that if Jalen Allen pops off like we are predicting in this lineup, that they're actually gonna blow up Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh's gonna be very competitive in this game, and if Josh Allen is popping off, then the Steelers are gonna have to throw a ton. So I would have liked to include Big Ben in this lineup, but I just couldn't do it financially. Josh Allen is eating up a ton of cap space in this lineup, but I feel fine with this because the receiving core, primarily James Washington, which at 2,600, which is dirt cheap for his role. I mean, his role has only been increasing. I mean, he's taking away at Claypool's role. So I mean that's so I would say no for Claypool. Claypool is a hard no in this. I wouldn't consider Claypool unless it was like for a tournament play, like a tournament play. You put him at captain. I can see it because Claypool can put up big numbers, as we've seen in the past. So, but I'm gonna go with James Washington just because he's the safer play. That's what the trend is. James Washington has gone up. Claypool has gone down. He's dirt cheap. Johnson, Johnson can absolutely smash. He always gets a ton of targets. Gets a ton of targets. He's the best receiver for the Steelers. And we got Eric Ebron. Eric Ebron has a very good matchup, and he's been very solid for Pittsburgh too. So Buffalo, yeah, very terrible against tight ends. So that about covers why I'm so high on these three guys. Um, so yeah, Josh Allen. This is this the Josh Allen is a stud lineup. Josh Allen. I'm hoping in this lineup that he's gonna score on the ground, hit some passing touchdowns to Stephon Diggs. I had some lineups. I had some different variations with these lineups. I had some with Tyler Davis, but I just couldn't get it to fit the way that I wanted it to fit. So this was ultimately what I came up with. Just because I wanted some more Pittsburgh action here, just because I didn't really see a world where Pittsburgh gets blown out. So this is what I liked for this theory at least, that Josh Allen is a stud. Tell me what you guys think, whether it's about this lineup, what changes you'd make, who you think's gonna pop off, or if you have any other theories or any other ways that you think about building this game. I think this game is very interesting because it has a ton of different ways that it can play out. So yeah, that's it for this game. Um, I'll be right back with another video.